What do the red and green indicators mean on your pool filter? Well, if you have a pool filter and you see something like that on your pressure gauge, basically what you're looking at there is that's the system that helps you figure out when it's time to clean this filter. There's not really a big flashing red light that goes off and that says, hey, this filter's dirty, you better do something over here. And the truth is that they can get so dirty, they can start to impede the functionality of your system at first, and eventually they can start to basically plug up to the point where they can cause damage to other components, and even in an absolute worst case scenario that you could even spring a leak or explode. It's been known to happen. These are pressure vessels, right? And that's why you have a pressure gauge on it. So let's talk about how to use it, because if you have that red and green arrow indicator, that's everything you need to know in order to figure out when should I clean my filter. So what we're going to do is we're going to establish the clean operational pressure. What does that mean? It means that we're going to assume right now that your filter element inside of your filter is clean. Mine is clean, it's brand new, I just put it together. So this is a perfect time to set the clean operational pressures. So what we'll do is we're going to fire up the system, we're going to operate it at maximum speed. When I do this test and I set this gauge here, I have to bear in mind that any changes that I make to the system in the future would change the way that pressure reads in there. And what do I mean by that? Well, this is the return manifold right here for my system. And right now I have it open so that both the 2-inch side and the 1.5 inch side, they're both open. So if I were to go ahead and set this pressure dial here to my clean operational pressure, and then come back later and maybe close this off so that the 2-inch side is closed and only the 1.5 inch side is open, well, that's going to change that reading completely. That's going to change all of the pressure of the system entirely. What you need to remember is that when you set that and when you check your pressures, the system has to be in the exact same valve orientation that it was when you originally set it. That's a very important component here. So I'm going to go ahead and start up this system. We're going to run it at maximum speed, 3,450 RPM, and then we're going to set our pressures. As you can see, what I did was I set the green indicator, turn that pump off. I set the green indicator to what the pressure was established there when the pump was running at maximum speed. Now the idea here is that as the filter gets dirty, the pressure is going to increase. And when you see that the black dial has increased all the way to the point where it's now touching red, that means it's time to open your filter and clean the filter elements. If you found this information helpful, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can check out my website, swimmingpoolsteve.com.